Hello, good morning, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm currently on Miracle Mountain, but soon I'm going to be heading down to the new project house to crack on with some work that I'm really excited about. The plan today essentially is just to strip the kitchen back completely, so then I can start rebuilding the kitchen and making it a really amazing space. So Bella's having fun just hanging outside the front of the house, and she's actually started sleeping in the daytime just in that bush behind her for some shade. It's absolutely adorable. How you doing, Bella? And Furrnando is always never far behind. They're like a little team nowadays. It's really cute that they get on so well. It's one of the things I was worried about because Furrnando can act like a dog himself. You gonna say hello to everyone? Bella, you are loved in the comments, that's for sure. Oh, and look who's just turned up as well. Baby. Everyone's hanging out this morning together, which is really nice. Today is a perfect day to be getting on with some physical labour, because it's only like 25 degrees. It's really odd. We're in July and there was even a little bit of rain. It's not very common at all. I mean, it's super uncommon for it to rain in July. So that's a really good thing. You know, it makes everything a little bit more fire safe. It means that the regulations with the fire rules open up a little bit and you can get more work done on the land. Ever get a feeling that you're being followed? Yeah, I get that a lot. A little lake update. I'm pleased to announce it's sounding and looking very nice. I absolutely love looking over the water at the house in the distance. It just fills me with joy. Although, I think I've taken on a little bit of water on the left side of the duck house because it's leaning a little bit. So it doesn't look like it's going to sink, but it's actually just spinning around. Perfect timing. You can see there, it's definitely taken on a little bit of water in one of the barrels. So I need to fix that before it ends up on the bottom and becomes a fish structure. So this duck over here on the far aerator seems to be being waterboarded, which isn't very good. And its beak is constantly being pushed under the water. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm sure it will survive. It is plastic after all. The chickens are raring to get out and free range the property. Here we go. Go and have some fun. There's only 3 of you though. And that is because I have a broody chicken who's not sitting on any eggs, but spends the whole day in the coop. So I don't know what you're doing. You look completely fine. I've checked her over. She seems in good spirits. And as soon as I bring her out here to the open, she runs around and eats food and drinks. So she's not ill. I think she's just, yeah, maybe you're a little bit simple. How you doing, girlies? You ready to head out? Of course you are. The chickens were literally waiting at the gate and Furrnando so that they can go inside the coop and root around all of the straw and the bedding. I guess all the goat poo and everything's fun for them to root around it. Come on in, goaties. Come on, Mathilde, come on. I've just brought the goats up to the lakeside and asked them very kindly if they wouldn't mind eating all of the brambles along the edge of the lake, and they're very kindly obliged, so that's good. So now the time has come to squeeze into the UTV, head down to the new property and start ripping out that kitchen. So I am just opening up the underside area because I want to show you some things. I've been working off camera, moving all of this stuff out of the workshop so I can really crack on when I'm back from my trip, and more about that trip in a minute. But you can see here, all of them cupboards, they were just ugly, heavy, and I couldn't find a use for them, so they have to go. I've got tons of plastic chairs, plastic table. I think I can utilize this storage here. I've got 2 tables here. So a lot of the useful stuff is all in that corner, and this stuff I will get rid of, either Facebook Marketplace or give it away to people who need it. But it's already looking so much better, and I can't wait to show you inside here. Why do I use Squarespace? If you have a shop on your site, then with the flexible payment options, checkout has never been easier. You can accept credit cards, PayPal, and even offer buy now, pay later with Afterpay and Klarna. With Squarespace Blueprint AI, their guided design system takes the guesswork out of building your own website. Using the prompts, you can choose what you'd like and go from there. Terms like SEO can be off-putting, but simply put, they optimize your site and help it stand out in the search results with their integrated SEO tools. You can get discovered by more people faster, and with their fluid engine customization, it's all at your fingertips. Drag, drop, and create on the go with ease. You don't need to worry about understanding code or messing around with heavy technical features, and Squarespace is designed with the user in mind. So if you haven't already, then definitely click the link in my description or head to squarespace.com/indieprojects, or use the code indieprojects for a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Before I show you in there, there is a big smile on my face because I'm thinking about the trip that I'm about to embark on, and I'm very excited because I'm essentially going back to my roots. I need some time away. I need some time away from the animals. A bee has agreed to come back to Miracle Mountain and look after the animals and the place for me until I get back. So I am going to Finland. I'm flying into Helsinki. I've hired a camper van, and I am going to drive from south to north, meandering my way through Finland, hopefully see some bears, loads of wildlife, go on some major hikes into the wilderness. I'm packing my tent and all of my outdoor gear, and essentially that's just my natural habitat, and I cannot wait to immerse myself in that environment and just have a little breakaway to do lots of thinking and explore a country that I love. Right, so let's head in here and see what it's looking like. Look at that. The difference is phenomenal. So I've got all of this room over here in the activity station where the pool table is. I'm going to have some nice drop down pool lights there. I am thinking maybe I don't need to stud wall this area. I'm not sure. I'm sitting on it, and when I get back from Finland, I'll make the decision. But you can see the floor needs some TLC, so that's going to be mopped and hoovered up and then painted. I'm going to paint the floor like I did my workshop at Miracle Mountain. I've got a nice area for the sofa there. There's going to be artwork all on these walls. I'm actually thinking of painting this area here, which is going to be like the games room area, a really dark colour, like an old British pub style colour, which would be really nice. And maybe leave some of these hanging on the wall. I quite like it. It's the history of the property, but there's just so much room in here now. It's actually incredible. Look at all that space. If I come to the far corner, it's looking amazing. So I can't wait to get on with this. But right now I need to head upstairs and start tackling that kitchen, because when I get back from Finland, I want a blank canvas. All I need to do is just remove all of the rubble out of the bathroom and the kitchen, clear everything up, and then I can start thinking about the layout and design of the kitchen and the bathroom and start working on that. There's many other jobs to do as well in between them big projects on this house, but it's something I'm just super looking forward to. I think the breakaway will give me that revived energy when I get back to really crack on and get this house in a... So things are going really well until they wasn't, but they're still going well. Just a little blip where a bit of shrapnel flew off, hit the tripod, just missed the camera, and then obviously the camera fell on the ground, but it's all good. I've been laughing for like 5 minutes about it. So I'm nearly there. You're probably screaming at the TV or phone, whatever device you're watching this video on, saying, why aren't you using a sledgehammer? Essentially, it might take a little bit longer, probably a couple minutes longer with this smaller brick hammer. But when I was working in the bathroom, all sorts of pipes and different things were underneath the tiles, and I don't know what's there. And the last thing I want to do is cause a massive issue. So I'm just breaking it down bit by bit. It will take a little bit longer, not much, but at least everything's intact and I'm not gonna do huge damage to the plaster or any pipe work. So this is how things are looking. I don't know why I thought that taking this wall out would be simple. Essentially what's happened is they've put a block down the back of the wall there, and then a block at the front of the wall, and then filled the inside with reinforced concrete. So it's an absolute nightmare to get rid of. But I've done everything I can there. I obviously need to clean up the rubble before I do the last little bit, but I'm just going to leave that for now and move on to these tiles. I've had a little test the other day just to see how easily they come off, and yeah, them two didn't come off too badly. I tried some over there and it was really tough. So I'm just going to work through now and just take as many tiles off as I can in this kitchen area. I am happy that I chose today when it's much cooler to do this job, because if it was any hotter, I would just be a puddle of water on the ground, but I'm super stoked with what I've achieved. As you can see, the tiles came off quite easily, which was really nice. Even around the wooden beams up there, the rafters. So I'm gonna leave these tiles on because when I get back from Finland, which I still need to pack for really soon because I am leaving soon. And when I get back, I will tackle all of them tiles. I'm gonna remove this boiler as well when I'm back, because obviously I'm gonna replace and fit a new boiler. You can see this one looks a bit sketchy. There's a bit too much dark colouring around there. And some of these have split away from getting so hot. So yeah, we'll definitely be replacing that for a brand new, much more modern and efficient one. There is nothing like a last minute demolition job before you go on a nice break into the wilderness. And thank you for all of your lovely comments and responses about the hydrangeas. Essentially what you're saying is they need water quickly. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna come through, and there is a hose pipe just over there. So I'm gonna turn the water on and get water in the plants all the way around the outside of the property, and do these ones as well just here.
Oh, I'm ready. I've never been so sure, quite so steady. I'm gonna live my life to keep the promises I made. Even though I make mistakes, I know I'm ready. I found a heart was just like mine. Yeah, I found a heart that was just like mine. It's the kind of love that can make you blind. And I'd do anything to see him smile. Oh, I'm ready. Never been so sure, quite so steady. I'm gonna live my life to keep the promises I made. Even though I make mistakes, I know I'm ready.
Mister, can you stop for me? I ain't got much besides this guitar. Back a ways you'd find what else I own in the trunk of that damn car. Don't know what blue, but it's smoking like hell. And man, it sure don't sound good. It made it clear it ain't going no further. Well, there's fury beneath that hood. It dragged my bones all the way to California, but it sure ain't taking me home. So if you got a spare seat and you're headed east, mister, that's where I'm going. I'm aiming for a holler in the hills of Appalachia. No sir, you wouldn't know the name. It's prettier than heaven and where I'm at the world, but it ain't got no other claims to fame.
So I couldn't resist strimming the nice area around the pool and the outside of the house. Just gives me peace of mind when I'm away. It's nice and safe, the grass is low, and also it looks so much nicer. Now I just need to fire up the leaf blower and get all of this debris and grass cuttings off the pathways and from around the pool, and then I need to pack for Finland ASAP. I am definitely feeling it a little bit, starting to ache, but there's nothing better than getting a sweat on, doing some manual labour and just grafting. Go to bed absolutely knackered, feeling amazing, and hopefully I can get a nice soak in the hot tub before I go to Finland.
It's funny sometimes you gotta go so far to find again the place where you were born. To remember how it smelled, to remember how it felt, to remember the cloth in which you torn. So I'm aiming for a holler in the hills of Appalachia. No sir, you wouldn't know the name, but it's prettier than heaven and where I'm at the world, and where I'm going again.
Guys, look at that. It looks absolutely incredible. So much better. I'm really happy that I made the effort to do it. And it's turned into such a lovely evening. That was a real pleasure. It was almost meditative. I was just in the zone, strimming and wondering, how is the grass so green in mid-July? Down here, it's so lush around the pool. I think once I get this reseeded and done properly, when I come to irrigate it, I'm not even going to have to irrigate it much throughout the summer because it's remaining green, which is incredible. The sun has just dipped behind the mountain now for the night. It's right up into the evening. This has taken way longer than I thought it would today, but under these two beautiful cherry trees is the most lush green grass. It's just really soft and fluffy. This is what I want the whole garden to be like eventually once I reseed and then I constantly mow it and irrigate it. It's going to be lovely to walk across when you get out of the pool. So I think I'm going to end the video there. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. It's just kind of like a day in my life right now. I need to go back, double check on the animals. I checked them again earlier, and then basically I'll go and check them now. The goats will remain out until it's a little bit later. I'll put the chickens back to bed because around dusk is when all of the predators start to come out. So the goats are okay. They'll continue grazing, and actually the goats put themselves to bed, which is absolutely amazing. I just need to lock them up, refill their water, and make sure they got plenty of food for the morning. But yeah, that's it. I think I've achieved quite a lot in a day, and when I get back from Finland, I can crack on and really make this place into the incredible home I know it can be. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.